Hey guys, Paul Alexander here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a special video, because before we start, I just want to give a shout out to DTIG, I think I'm saying it right, DTIG2002, aka Dylan, for creating these characters, because these characters are literally unique to themselves. These are also his characters, so give him a credit and give him a sub because he really deserves it for a chance into the spotlight. And the reason why I have his 26 of his first OCs is because today I'm going to be doing a little fun game. It's called Which Dylan's OC Will Win a Game of Survivor. Yes, it's like Total Drama Island or this Venture Camp or whatever Survivor game you're watching. And we're going to be only using his main 26 characters in 2024. No other characters, no other OCs, just these 26. And there are going to be some extra rules in this game. Rule 1 that is going to be, yes, Rule 1, no teams, just individual immunity. Rule 2, no rejoins, no double eliminations, all single eliminations. Rule 3, yes, I did manage to read every single bio personality on all the characters. This is just my prediction and just a fun test to see which one of these 26 will win Survivor. Without further ado, shout out to DTIG2002 yet again for these characters, because all of them look absolutely unique and talented. And give him a sub. And without further ado, I'm your host, Poyo, and let's get this prediction started, in my opinion. And before we start, here are the names on there. Here are the names. We have Iceball, aka Dylan himself, Ice Sphere, Elect Cube, Mint Leaf, Flare Tile, Godigon, Neon Sign, Cutie Star, Dahlia Lavender, Joke Shroom, Magic Tales Book, Bumble Ball, Lady Sphere, Rainbow Charm, Party Board, Boomsicle, Sunberry, Peanut Smoothie, Eclipse Plate, LED Shell, Maple Leaf, Sir Mix-A-Potion, Elemental Candle, Jolly Blue, Dosha Scroll, and Christianity Cross. And yes, I also know that there are going to be couples in this season. So yeah, actual couples. So without further ado, let's begin with day 1. Or should I say the first challenge elimination. This is going to be just a prediction, so also my personal opinion, so let's begin. Bumbleball is the one who wins immunity in the first challenge. And now it's time for the communications. Most of these characters would probably just bond each other. However, there is actually one person who is sadly going to get eliminated first. And I'm very sorry, but in my personal opinion, if this is a Survivor Island, Jolly Blue would be the first one to go, to be eliminated in the first episode. She's very shy, very paranoid, and I understand her bravery in some of the DTIG's shows, but if it's a Survivor game, it's all about trying to be good in challenges or good at socializing with people, but unfortunately, Jolly Blue does not have any of those, making, in my opinion, the first boot of the game. Now it's time for the actual alliances. First off, there is actually only one alliance in this one. And to make alliances, I'm going to be using with a green. Let me find a color that doesn't really match any of these so you guys can see. Let's do magenta, I guess. So with Jolly Blue gone because of her sadly, shyness, people start to make actual alliances. The first unexpected alliance is LED Shell with Elecube. And I'll explain why. These two are one of them is a singer and the other one is a rock and roll dude. And I feel like these two have a good bonding with the same personality and stuff. So I can consider them a success goal. This is the only alliance so far. Now for the second elimination, the person winning the prize is... the person winning the challenge is... Peanut Smoothie. And then here comes another different communication to see who is going to be the second boot. Well, sadly, even though I consider it to be a bonding situation, the second elimination is a blindside because Party Board is eliminated. And I'll explain why. He is just he's too social with people. I understand the party attitude, but sometimes focusing too much on that party move style is not good for your... Yeah, not good. Absolutely not good for your socializing with people. So that's why he sadly is the second one eliminated. Now with week 3, and Lady Sphere is now in alliance with Dahlia Lavender because they both have a lot of things in common, including this fashionista style. They become the fashionista duo, while Elecube and Lady Shell became the concert duo. Another alliance is going to happen. It's actually a trio alliance. Flare Tile, Neon Sign, and Dojo Scroll. These three are actually in a trio alliance called the Sporty Boys. Should I say the trio Sporty Boys? Flare Tile told Dojo Scroll and Neon Sign to communicate with each other, and they said yes. So they became a trio alliance. However, the winner of this challenge this time is... Eclipse Plate is the third winner, challenge winner. And now it's time for the elimination. Before the elimination started, Mint Leaf told Lady Sphere to have more socialized connection with each other. They agreed, but there is also another problem. Dahlia Lavender told Mint Leaf to stay away because it's not good for her alliance, aka with Lady Sphere, and just wants to spend more time with her. Mint Leaf shrugs and just leaves. But now it's time for the third elimination. And I'm very sorry to tell you, but Jokeshroom is the third one out. Not in a rude way, but I understand the comedian situation, but mostly of his jokes could actually irritate people. And Godagon was also the one who told everyone to vote Jokeshroom because of that. Godagon was like, I don't think it's worth it just to keep saying jokes all day. So, yeah, sadly, I think, in my opinion, Jokeshroom will also be the third one out. Week 4, I should say challenge 4. Before the challenge started, Mint Leaf and Dylan himself making a dual alliance called the Socializers, because both of them are good at socializing people. Bumbleball decided to spend more time with Krishnini Cross. This ended up okay. They didn't actually end up really good. Boomcycle was too confident in this game, thinking he was going to stay more in this game. However, Maple Leaf warned him, but Boomcycle told her to leave him alone. Maple Leaf shrugs it off and leaves. And Neon Sign tells Flare Tile and Dojo Scroll that he has a crush on someone, and in the end, they actually believe it's true. The winner in this fourth challenge is Boomsicle. This made Maple Leaf a little bit upset, but realized that it's just a game, so she knows she's gonna be safe. However, Magic Tale's book told Maple Leaf that Boomsicle was gonna vote her off. Maple Leaf was unfortunately upset with this, so she decided to try to find some allies to win out. However, in the end, it actually worked because Godigon was in alliance with Maple Leaf that time. So basically, Godigon was like very not really into boys. So she decided to say that she was going to be in alliance with Maple Leaf and Magic Tale's book, making a trio alliance called the Tricksters. Even though Magic Tale's book didn't like that name because she was just more positive. They wanted to take out someone, and sadly to say is that Rainbow Charm is eliminated. She was, unfortunately, I want to say, just like Alessia from this Adventure Camp, I think she's more focused on painting than just doing the challenge. But the only reason why she stays further in the game is because the other three are just more, having their personalities way worse than that. So, yeah. Alright, challenge 5, I should say day 5. Elecube decided to try to blindside someone, but he couldn't do it alone, so he had to work with LED Shell. LED Shell told Elecube to blindside Dojo Scroll, but Elecube said that if we blindside Dojo Scroll, then they're going to be eliminated next. So they said that they are not going to be doing that. Sunberry decided to spend more time with Peanut Smoothie, and they actually end up becoming best friends. Yep, these two girls are becoming best friends. However, Dahlia Lavender realized that this attention and decided to blindside one of them. Dylan and Ice Sphere finally started to have an actual conversation, and in the end, they actually started to like each other a lot, causing our first couple of the season. Sir Mix-a-Potion told Boomsicle to stop being too confident. Boomsicle still decides to be that tough guy that you want to know in the game. In the end, Sir Mix-a-Potion decided to win for the challenge for himself to take out Boomsicle. However, Cutie Star was the 5th winner of the challenge, and everyone else have to vote. So, who is going to get eliminated? Well, sadly, it's not a big surprise, actually, because Boomsicle decided to try to blindside someone as well. However, Dahlia Lavender was first, and she already knew she was trying to blindside Sunberry and Peanut Smoothie. However, Peanut Smoothie saw Dahlia Lavender trying to eliminate one of them, so they decided to warn her. And in the end, in a shocking situation, Flare Tie got blindsided, eliminated. Yup. Because they didn't want to eliminate neither Boomsicle and Dahlia Lavender. So they couldn't choose someone else. And the next player on the line was Flare Tile, because he was very good in challenges, especially sport challenges. So they had decided to blindside him, becoming the 5th booted person out. And before Flare Tile leaves, Godigon actually feels bad and told him that he likes him a lot more than anyone else. And these two become the second couple this season. Flare Tile with Godigon. So, with that out of the way, with Godigon and Flare Tile becoming the second couple, Ice Ball and Nice Fierce is the first ever couple. Now we're into week 6. Sir Mix-a-Potion decided to talk with Lady Sphere about that Bumbleball has a really good chance of winning. Lady Sphere firstly thinks, but in the end, she just shrugs it off. Serum Explosion gets way confused because he realized that he's in the middle of the group. And even though I say this, but Christianity Cross in the first 2 weeks sadly was a floater because he was too peaceful. But in the end of the game is just who matters most. So, yeah, nothing else really matters. Mint Leaf won the 6th week challenge. And it's time for the voting to eliminate. And surprisingly to say, this was another unexpected one. But before we started to say who gets eliminated, Neon Sign and Doja Scroll decided to become a duo again. And trying to find the person who actually try to blindside Flare Tile. Because, you know, it's like a sibling brother relationship, something like that, as a nickname, but in reality they're just friends. So Neon Sign and Doja Skull decided to find the person who will eliminate Flare Tile, no matter what the cost is. They don't know it was Dahlia Lavender who did it, but they decided to try to blame on Maple Leaf, but Maple Leaf said that she wasn't the one to do it. But in the end, people was not really 100% trusty on Maple Leaf, and she got blindsided eliminated as the 6th person voted out. Even though she mostly also drinks coffee a lot, I understand her could be one of those blindsides that had no choice. Week 7 is set next. Ice Bowl and Ice Sphere started to spend more time together, but they realized that they're going to need more people into their alliance to save themselves. Gonagon feels lonely. However, Magic Tale's book tells some stories on her, so that way she doesn't get bored. Gargon starts to actually accept this season and starts bonding really good with Magic Tale's book. Sunberry decides to try to talk with Bumbleball. And Peanut Smoothie really starts to enjoy the bonding between Sunberry and Bumbleball, becoming a first social person in Trio Alliance between Bumbleball, Peanut Smoothie, and Sunberry. In the end of the next challenge, Christy Cross was immune. Yep, he won the challenge in week 7, I think. Or as I say, you know what? No more weeks. Just challenges. No more weeks. So Christy Cross won challenge 7. And guess what? Everyone was actually speechless that Christy Cross won because he was just a floater in the first 2 weeks. But they didn't mind since he was just a very social guy. Kind of like Z from Total Drama, but at least he has more socializable personality. In the end, Elemental Candle decided to spend more time with someone. So she tried to spend with Boomstickle, and guess what? Boomstickle actually accepted Elemental Candle as a close ally. Cutie Star was super social to everyone. However, even if I said this Neon Sign decided to spend more time with Cutie Star before she sadly got eliminated. Yep, she got eliminated because of the trio alliance between Sunberry, Peanut Smoothie, and Bumbleball. Because these three thought that she was a social butterfly in the game, causing her to get booted off. And after that, Neon Sign literally hugged Cutie Star more than as a friend, making this the 3rd official couple. Yep, Neon Sign and Cutie Star become a 3rd couple. The 3rd official couple. Now, we're into the next challenge. Before that, Boomstickle decided to spend more time with Elemental Candle, which these two actually end up really good bonding in the series. Dahlia Lavender decided to make an actual blindside for the first time ever. And it was to evict Midleaf. But Elecube and Eclipse Blade knew this plan already, so Dahlia was keeping her mouth shut before another problem was going to happen. So for the next one, we have Gaudigon surprisingly winning the challenge. And you know what this means. After Gaudigon finally won a challenge, she starts actually enjoying the show even more. And Magic Tales books literally just congratulates her like really good. Sunberry and Peanut Smoothie decided to convince people to vote out someone, and that was going trying to blindside another person. And guess who they decided to blindside? 8% voted out was surprisingly Magic Tales book. And here's the reason why. 1. These two never knew Magic Tales book as a person when the game started, so they didn't have the chance to communicate with her. 2. Dahlia Lavender couldn't do any moves, so she was sitting back trying to act like innocent. 3. Elemental Candle and Boomstickle already had a dual alliance. And 4. Christianity Cross was too silent in the game until probably after the 10th challenge he starts to spend more time, I think, or something like that. But in the end, Magic Tales book is out. In the next day, day 9, or should I say the challenge 9, Ice Sphere and Electrocube decided to bond together. But Ice Sphere didn't know LED Shell was also with them. So when she realized LED Shell was in the alliance, she decides to question the cube why. And Elecube says because they're both making an alliance in day 1. Ice Sphere realizes this situation and she decides to join the alliance as well, without Dylan knowing. But let's see how the thing starts going with this series. Mintleaf decides to still socialize with Dylan after the duo situation. So the socializing duo decided to spend more time with someone. And they decided to bring Christianity Cross because he was too silent in the game and they do feel bad. Christianity Cross, of course, was confident to be in the alliance, causing them to be in the game. To be in the alliance. And in the challenge, Sunberry won the challenge. And now it's time for the person who gets voted out. Sadly to say this, but this wasn't really much, because in the next elimination, the person voted out is another blindside. Let's see, which one? Oh, I think it was Electrocube. And again, the reason why is because of Dahlia Lavender. Dahlia Lavender decided to realize that Electrocube was a social player and caused this game to be eliminated. And before they leave, Mintleaf actually decided to phone call Electrocube, telling him that she had a crush on him, and he started feel very happy for her that she admit the truth. And this made the 4th couple of the season, Electrocube with Mintleaf. So yeah, we had Ice Sphere with Ice Ball, aka Dylan, Neo signed with Cutie Star, Elecube with Mintleaf, and then Flare Tide with Gaudigon. Now, now we're into the 10th one, and this is where Christianity Cross starts to spend more time with his friends and speak more. And guess what? It actually ended up working, but Elemental Candle was the one winning. And Boomstickle actually started to improved him a little bit, realizing that what he's doing was the best option. Gaudigon decided to speak with Dylan to convince her that she won't vote for him as long as he doesn't vote for her. Dylan was a bit confused, but in the end, he accepted the deal. And Dahlia Lavender decided to tell LED Shell that voting off a player who is socializing to him can cause him to lose the game easily. This first believed on LED Shell, but this also made a big mistake on Dahlia Lavender because Sunberry and Peanut Smoothie were spying on LED Shell, realizing they thought that LED Shell was working with Dahlia Lavender, and in the end, LED Shell, the singer, got eliminated because of that. Peanut Smoothie and Sunberry told Lady Sphere and Mint Leaf about it, and then everyone else started to spread around saying who to vote for, and then everyone said, you know what, let's vote for LED Shell. Now into the 11th day is that Dahlia Lavender realized that LED Shell got eliminated, and she was absolutely shocked that her actions wasn't failed. So she got a little bit mad, but in the end still got chill about it. She told her only ally, Lady Sphere, what happened, and Lady Sphere said nothing really happened that much. Just the two of happened another blindside. But Dahlia Lavender doesn't know that Lady Sphere voted for him, so she got mostly confused or upset about it. Dojo Scroll and Neon Sign still were a duo, and they decided to try to bring Gargon on their side. However, this failed because Gargon was already in a different alliance, and she didn't want to break it. Dojo Scroll was suspicious about this, but Neon Sign shrugs it off. In the 11th challenge, Bumbleball wins the challenge. And nothing really much happened in the conversation before the elimination. Cleep's Plate told Sir Mix-a-Potion to vote out someone, and they both agreed. And in the end, the person voted out was Boomsicle. Even though he was improving himself, he sadly was still a main target to some players, causing his elimination, making him the 11th person voted out. For the 12th challenge, Sunberry decided to spend more time with Gonagon. But Gonagon feels bad that she's not with Peanut Smoothie, but Sunberry says that Peanut Smoothie is trying to convince others to be in alliance with her. And Gonagon gets surprised. In the end, Peanut Smoothie did manage to bring someone, which was Dahlia Lavender. But Dahlia Lavender realizes that she knew about this alliance with Sunberry, Peanut Smoothie, and Gonagon. Yeah, Sunberry and Peanut Smoothie and Gonagon was in another official alliance called the Golf Summers. And once Dahlia Lavender realized this, she feels that Lady Sphere could get voted out, causing her to be alone, and then she probably would get eliminated. So as the four of them communicate, Dahlia Lavender told all the girls that she was going to she was just going to go to the bathroom because she was not feeling so well. However, she actually lied as an excuse, but to just spend more time with Lady Sphere, and she actually told about the alliance. In the end, Lady Sphere realized this, and she has new targets. Ice Ball and Ice Sphere, aka Dylan and Ice Sphere, they decided to bond way too much. This also started to nervous Sir Mix-a-Potion a lot, is that if they used to spend too much together, they could just try to get allies into their side to vote someone off by random, and he realized they had to vote one of them off. However, in the end, Dylan wins the 12th challenge. Yep, Dylan himself. So now for the eliminations, that Sir Mix-a-Lot wanted to try to eliminate Ice Ball. But he's immune, so he wanted to try and eliminate Ice Sphere. But that would be a problem because if Sir Mix-a-Potion realizes that if he votes for Ice Sphere, then her alliances would take him out. So he decides to spend more time with neon sign. And these two actually start to bond, but it came up short because they don't really know that much together. However, Dandelion Lavender and Lady Sphere took the action the most, as in they decided to spend and strategies who to take out. And in the end, Sunberry, Sunberry got eliminated. Because out of these two, Sunberry was more social than the other two, causing her to get eliminated. Now we're into the unlucky challenge. And for this one, the unlucky challenge was a very unexpected one. Before the challenge started, Lady Sphere and Bumbleball decided to confirm to each other for the very first time. And they started badly because they had different personalities, different strategies. They didn't have any other choices to do. So they were like they did argue a bit, but for like 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes were up, they just left. And now for the challenge part. The winner is Dojo Scroll. He won the challenge. And now it's time for the elimination. Dylan and Ice Sphere again started bond too much together. Mint Leaf was also helping Dylan about the relationship between these two, which was an advantage. Bumbleball and Lady Sphere tried again to spend more time together, and in the end, they actually start to feel in love with each other. Yes, they actually feel in love in each other, causing the 5th couple of the season, Bumbleball and Lady Sphere. They promised each other to not vote each other off, and made an absolute deal to the final 2. However, in a surprising blindside, Gaigon is eliminated. Gaigon told everyone to just not trust Dahlia Lavender because she was plotting against everyone in this house. This made Dahlia Lavender really upset because now she has to figure out a different strategy to win challenges. And Gaigon also exposed about that Dahlia Lavender is the villain of the game. Which in fact, it's true. Dahlia Lavender is the main villain of the Survivor game. Now we're into day number, I think it's 14. Yep, we're halfway through. 14. Dylan and Ice Sphere again spend more time together. Bumbleball and Lady Sphere also start spending more time together. Elemental Candle actually started to spend more time with Mint Leaf. These two actually bond really good until Dahlia Lavender shows up. Of course, Mint Leaf doesn't accept the exposing of what Gaigon said, so she just leaves. But Dahlia said, don't listen to them. Elemental Candle decides to give her a chance. But you know what they say, it was a trap. However, Dahlia Lavender decides to not eliminate an Elemental Candle right away. She actually just wants to keep her safe. Because she has different people to vote out instead of her. Yet. And speaking of Dahlia Lavender, she finally won immunity. Which made everyone a little bit, most of them pissed because, she was the main villain of the season. As a result, they had to find a different person to vote out. Bumbleball decided to spend more time with Pina, Smoothie, and Eclipse Plate. Yes, Eclipse Plate. He decided to realize that he needs to start making actual alliances. Because he was literally in the middle the most of the times, and now he realized that people are trying to make actual alliances to stay in the game. He actually starts to make an alliance with Dojo Scroll, and he actually agreed. And since Neo Sign was also on his side, the three became a new alliance called the Summer Dojo Neons. As for the elimination, it was a sad blind side, but Penis Moody was of course eliminated. Because of Dahlia Lavender's trick, and also that Penis Moody didn't have enough without Gaudigon and Sunberry, she was literally by herself. Challenge 15. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this is challenge 15. So before the challenge 15 started, Elemental Candle decided to spend time with Crushity Cross, and these two actually end up really good. Until Eclipse Plate shows up with Elemental Candle seeing him, and these two also start spending a lot of time together. There. Eclipse Plate started telling her about his story that he can change day and night and day all day long, while Elemental Candle keeps speaking about how her abilities help her and how useful they are. As for Sir Mix Potion, he decides to spend time with Doja Skull. And these two actually started to act like a bro-bro relationship. Yep, like siblings relationship duo. One has the brawn, one has the brains. You know what they say, the brain and the brawn. Sir Mix Potion was the brain, and Doja Skull was the brawn. Now for the challenge. In the end, it was Bumbleball who won the challenge. But the sad part was that they had to vote one person off. And surprised to say is that even though I'm not surprised to say it, Neon Sign was sadly out of the game. Lady Sphere and Bubble Ball decided to vote Neon Sign because he never had any interactions with them. Doja Skull, Neon Sign, and Sir Mix Potion tried to vote out Mintleaf for being too socialized in the game, but it wasn't enough because Mintleaf, Dylan, and Ice Sphere also voted for Neon Sign. Crushity Cross was with them, and Elemental Candle was with Crushity Cross, which was making it worse, and Dahlia Lavender just randomly decided to eliminate Eclipse Play for no reason, causing Neon Sign getting eliminated too. And with that, he was out of the game. And now we're into Challenge 16. Day 16. Challenge 16. In Challenge 16, Mintleaf and Sir Mix Potion started to bond a bit, but it wasn't lasting long. Bumbleball was trying to tell Lady Sphere that they should probably spend more time together after the show was over. And Doja Skull actually surprisingly starts to spend with Dylan. Dylan and Ice Sphere still spend too much together. However, Doja Skull was also another backside, and this also worried Sir Mix Potion a lot because Dylan was so popular in the group, he was getting too much attention. However, his girlfriend, Ice Sphere, won the challenge. However, this wasn't easy for Dylan getting safe because Dahlia and Sir Mix Potion both realized that Dylan was a dangerous person and he was too social than Mintleaf, so they had to change plans. They had to say Mintleaf or they had to say Dylan. But Ice Sphere was also confirmed that would probably realize that if Dylan gets eliminated, she will start to target both Dahlia and Sir Mix Potion. But Sir Mix Potion uses a shield himself to defend with Doja Skull. Doja Skull decides to realize that voting in Dylan is going to be a great idea. And guess what happened in day 16? Our boy Dylan himself got eliminated. Yup. And even though it was a close vote between him and Sir Mix Potion, he still got eliminated because of the socializing people. So I'm sorry to say, but Dylan himself got out 16th. He is still pretty good in challenges, but socializing is not. But sadly, he got blindsided real bad. Ouch. Alright, here comes Day 17. Dahlia Lavender and Lightsphere spent too much together. However, Lightsphere decided to not be in Dahlia Lavender's alliance. This causes Dahlia Lavender to realize that she is by herself. Lady Sphere told Dahlia Lavender that she has Bumbleball as her alliance, and Dahlia Lavender wasn't happy about it. Doja Scroll decides to spend with Elemental Candle, but these two ended up not in a great spot, sadly. And surprisingly to say, Christian Cross wins the challenge again. Before the elimination starts, Ice Sphere was really devastated that she knew she was going to get eliminated, but Mintleaf comforts her that she was going to be okay, and thanks to Sir Mix-a-Potion's alibi, she was actually surviving the game. But sadly to say this, Lady Sphere was eliminated. This also caused Bumbleball to get absolutely upset because of Dahlia Lavender's behavior. And also, Dahlia Lavender was literally a main target to everyone in the game after Lady Sphere was eliminated. Bumbleball promised Lady Sphere to try to win, but yeah, this was told truthfully. And that's how day 17 ended up. In day number 18 was on their way. So on their way that they had to speak into their ways. Mintleaf and Doja Scroll decided to start bonding, but just like with Elemental Candle, they actually argued. Eclipse Plate finally admits to Elemental Candle that he had a crush on her since when they start first bonding each other, making the final couple of the season. Eclipse Plate and Elemental Candle. Sir Mix-a-Potion was realizing that this could end up in a good spot, but he wanted to spend more time with Mintleaf or Doja Scroll. However, after he realized that Mintleaf and Doja Scroll are arguing to each other, Sir Mix-a-Potion realized that he was in the middle and he was so panicking that they are going to turn against him and thinking he's going to get worse. But Sir Mix-a-Potion also realized that Ice Sphere is also aligned with Mintleaf, so he decides to spend more time with Doja Scroll. But in the end, the winning of this challenge was... no, wait, hold on. Yeah, it was actually supposed to be... it's a Eclipse Plate. He won the challenge, and everyone else was up for a voting. And yes, the entire elimination is a contestant vote, so that's why they're voting each other off. And for a surprise to say is that after all of these eliminations, I'm thinking it's time to understand that another couple is going home. So, Elemental Candle got sadly eliminated, and I'll explain why. Doja Scroll decided to blindside someone. They couldn't blindside Christian Cross because Christian Cross would just go back and forth at them. Dahlia Lavender also decided to spend more time with Ice Sphere as a trap to try to take out Mintleaf, but it failed. And Eclipse Blade realized that Mr. Mix-a-Potion and Bumbleball were the only two people he was only trusting. So in the end, after the three of them trying to vote Dahlia decides to bring Doja Scroll, Ice Sphere, and Mintleaf to vote out Elemental Candle. And Crocheted Cross was also on their side, making a 5-4 vote, causing Elemental Candle to be eliminated. And with that out of the way, we're only down to the following 7, I think. No, we're down to 8. So with 8 contestants remaining, one of them is going to go home next. After the final 8, aka the quarterfinals, we're into day number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. In Challenge 19, Christian Cross and Sir Mix-a-Potion argued a lot, causing a massive drama. Dahlia Lavender and Mintleaf started to realize that they are the only two nature plants left, so they decide to ally each other. And Doja Scroll realized that Sir Mix-a-Potion was telling the truth the entire time, so they actually started to spend more time together to figure out a different way to take out people. Speaking of the duo, Sir Mix-a-Potion won the challenge. And in a surprise blindside vote, Mint Leaf was eliminated. Ice Sphere was very upset how Dahlia Lavender treated her, so she decides to blindside Mint Leaf, and after Mint Leaf realized that Ice Sphere voted for her, she apologized to Ice Sphere. Ice Sphere ended up apologizing and realized Dahlia Lavender tricked both of the girls again. Doja Scroll was still upset that he was not able to spend more time with Neon Sign, but Doja Scroll is still happy that Sir Mix-a-Potion is still around, causing them both to actually be happy to each other. Day 20 now, and things started to get a bit more heated. Bumbleball and Eclipse Plate decide to spend more together. However, this was also another trap because Bumbleball did not know who to evict, and they thought they were trying to vote Christian Cross. But sadly to say this, no, I meant to say, sadly to say this, but Doja Scroll was the one winning the challenge in day 19. Nothing really much happened after these two just bonded. In the elimination, Ice Sphere told Dahlia Lavender to at least vote for someone who isn't really just here. And after everyone realized that there were only just few moments left until the finale, I'm very sorry, but Christine Cross has been officially eliminated. Because out of the rest of them, Doja Scroll and Sir Potion were in an alliance. Bumbleball was in an alliance with Eclipse Plate, and Ice Sphere was in an alliance with Dahlia Lavender. Even though it was a lie, this day was actually true. The next day was just going to be a lie, pretending. And Christian Cross was the only odd one out, causing him to get booted. Even though Christian Cross didn't care getting eliminated, he was still having fun at this camp, causing him to say, yeah, this was just a great game. Only 6 people remaining, which means we just reached the alumni, I think. Yeah, ALUMNI, alumni. In day 2019, things started. In day 21, things started to get heating up a little bit. Bumbleball and Ice Sphere decided to finally start to bond together. Eclipse Plate and Sir Mix-a-Potion decided to bond, but ended up arguing. And Doja Scroll and Sir Mix-a-Potion were confident of they were going to stay in the game. However, the villain, aka Dahlia Lavender, has managed to succeed another win. And surprising to say is that Ice Sphere actually started to understand that if Dahlia wins the game, there was no able to be rooting for in the finale, because everyone was only trying to go with the hero side. But in the end, sadly to say this, but Doja Scroll was sadly eliminated due to the challenge confidence, and sadly for being the only player in the game who is still able to be, winning the game. So he was sadly out. Day 22, Sir Mix-a-Potion was upset that Doja Scroll got eliminated because he was his only best pal in the game, and now he was all by himself. But surprise to say, speaking of our Sir Potion friend, Ice Sphere and Bumbleball are trying to convince Sir Mix-a-Potion to vote with them. Eclipse Plate decided to spend more time with someone, but Ice Sphere told Eclipse Plate that once Dahlia Lavender is out, they had to vote for someone. But Eclipse Plate proved them wrong, and he won immunity. He was quite upset about how he was going to try to get blindsided, but he realized there was no other choice. Dahlia Lavender, however, decides to plot twist everyone again with her lies, telling everyone to vote for someone, and she decides to victimize Bumblebee. Bumbleball. And yep, in the end, Bumbleball got out of the game. Because she blindsided him for being the only person in the Alliance because of the Lady Sphere incident when Lady Sphere told Dahlia Lavender that Bumbleball was on his Alliance, and she was upset about it. Now we're into day 23. Day 23 was the final 4, containing these 4 characters, and surprisingly to say, Ice Sphere was the last person to win the challenge, causing the rest of the characters to have to face the truth. And after a huge agreement, Dahlia Lavender finally got eliminated, making the main villain of the game out of the finals. Cermix Potion and Eclipse Blade agreed with Ice Sphere's request, and Dahlia realized that she was screwed. She had no choice but to just to sell vote, and she actually did sell vote and got eliminated. And now we're into day 24. Almost the finale. One of them was going to win, the other one was going to lose. However, unfortunately to say this, but Sir Mix-a-Potion was the final person to win, and he was in the finals, and he had no choice but to, unfortunately, sadly, to eliminate Eclipse Plate. Even though he understands the couple between him and Elemental Candle, he spent more time with Ice Sphere here than him. So, sadly, yeah. And I shouldn't probably done the pink thing on the marking which alliance was it, because I could just speak saying who is in that alliance, who's in that alliance, who's in that alliance anyway. So, yeah. Mistake on mine. But anyways, hold on, let me fix that. We're in day 25, aka the final 2. One of them is going to win, one of them is going to lose. And we're just going to see who is going to be our runner-up and who's going to be the champion. Both of them played good. Ice Sphere had a lot of potential alliances trying to cover up a lot of great personalities, great situational, great talent shows. However, Sir Mix-a-Potion only reached the finale because of his brain situation. Well, he had alliances like Dojo Scroll and Neon Sign on his side, but in the end, Dojo Scroll, I meant Sir Mix-a-Potion is sadly not winning. He may have the brain, but he never had enough people to convince him to vote for him to win. Because Ice Sphere had both Mint Leaf and Ice Ball, aka Dylan, and Electric Cube together free as extra free votes. Even though Dahlia Lavender did not vote for her, she still had like more than half of the votes were for Ice Sphere. Sir Mix-a-Potion got like, I think 8 votes for him, and the rest of them are just Ice Sphere winning. And the challenge was still the same. Ice Sphere managed to win both the votes and the winning votes and the actual challenge. And in the end, we had a winner. Ice Sphere is the winner of Survivor Dylan's OC 2024 edition. So yeah, this is in my prediction, by the way. Your prediction could be different, but yeah, this season had a lot of blind sides because most of these characters are good characters. There are some that had to done, but in the end, yeah, it's just who he had to be. In the end, all of them are pretty much excellent. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Ice Sphere is the winner in my prediction if there was a Survivor game like this. And again, shout out to DTIG2002 for creating all of these characters, because all of these characters are absolutely amazing. And hope you guys enjoyed the Survivor Dylan OC's prediction fun style. And please subscribe to my channel as well. Turn on the notifications bell for more videos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyways, this is me, Poyo, and I hope you guys going to say this, but see you guys all next time. Bye!